So he says, this is February 15th, 2025. My friend, Michael Snyder. On Friday night, I went to bed shortly after midnight, feeling perfectly fine. But then in the middle of the night, I had a dream which shook me greatly. Sometime after 2 a.m., I suddenly woke up from the dream I'd concluded. I quickly realized that something was very, very wrong. I sat up in bed to see if that would help, but it didn't. So I stumbled out to the living room, sat down. That didn't help either. I went to the refrigerator, got some applesauce. That didn't help either. I was so shaken by the dream. It took a long time before I felt good about going back to bed again. I wanted you to understand how this dream affected me before I started describing it. It was a dream about Donald Trump in the United States and Russia. Now remember, Russia is the nation that attacks America and destroys us in 1 hour. Donald Trump is an old school businessman from New York City. And he has a very unique negotiating style. In other words, he uses carrot and stick. Carrot is, if you do what I want you to do, here's a very, very sweet carrot. And if you don't do what I want you to do, there's a very big stick. Now, that works as long as the carrot is close enough, it's sweet enough, and the donkey gets to reach out and take a bite of it every once in a while. It also works as long as the stick is long enough and stings enough, and if the donkey gets hit with the stick every once in a while. Well, that's Donald Trump, my opinion. That's his negotiating style. If you do what I want, then I'm going to really bless you. If you don't do what I want, then I've got a stick, and it's going to really sting you. What God is saying here is, it's a warning to Donald Trump. I would love to be able to tell you that he called Michael or he watched our program, but somehow he got this warning. Obviously, he has not. Now, what do? Well, send a letter to Trump. Okay, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. They're not in the flesh. They're mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. What it's saying is, brothers and sisters, we have got to pray. We have got to fast and pray. Those are our weapons. If you remember the program that I just did yesterday about the lady that had the dream about when she's 7 years old, she was shown what happened, like a golden arrow left her when she prayed for her grandmother. It went right to some kind of an evil something over her grandmother in her dying bed, hit it, all of a sudden the black was gone. Next morning, grandma wakes up and she's healed, she's fine.